Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome to another mighty quest for epic loot. Mobile game, oh my gosh. So having a lot of fun with this game. I put an overview of this game together, just a very brief overview to just kind of give a general gist of what to expect when you get into the game. In this video, we're going to go deep into adventure and trials. So we're going to spend a little bit of time on those and give a few tips as well. But first, before we jump into all that, if you're just now finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with this and other games, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back. So let's set the record straight, all right? So I am a global player. I didn't play this in beta at all, and I've been spending quite a bit of time in this game over the last couple days that it came out, and having a lot of fun with it. I am enjoying it. I love the collectible type game. So the games on my channel are all hero collectors, or in this specific case right here, it's all about weapon collecting and things like that. But it goes a little bit deeper than that, which is what I truly enjoy. It's not all about getting the best type of armor or one set of armor. It's actually got multiple stuff going on here. So we're going to jump into adventure right now. Adventure is the first part of the game that you're really going to spend the most time in. So you're going to start over here. You're going to start over here. The tutorial is going to run you through these first 3 castles. And then your goal, what you really want to do is 3-star each one of these. So you can go in there and you can do the auto win. Now you can't do that right there. See down there, auto win. So it takes 4 energy and 1 ticket. If you want to auto win it, or you can just spend the 4 energy and go in there. And I've got some tips as far as that goes as well, just to help save some time and also save some of your tickets there. So adventure mode. This mode is essentially the story mode, the story campaign for the game, and it's going to start you off going through. It's going to start you off going through that tutorial. And then you're just going to move through these different castles, right? And when you click on a castle, it gives you quite a bit of information. It tells you right there, 5,000, that's the might level, the minimum might level. Now, I have played around with the might level quite a bit, and you really have to be pretty close to that might level in order to go ahead and 3-star that castle. If you're a little bit lower, you can still do it. However, it does take a little bit more time, just because you're not doing as much damage, or you don't have as much health, and you could die easier. But I think as far as balance goes and the requirements for each one of these castles, I think they've got it pretty close. So I really try and get as close to that mark as I can. Now also, it tells you in here, it tells you based on your might level, so at 34k right now for me, and at a 5k recommended for this castle, the challenge is going to be easy. It will say medium, it will say hard. If you try and go into an area that is more powerful than what you can do, like for example, if I go over here, I'm in Act 3, Castle 10 right now, and it does say hard right there. And if I try and go in there, it's going to bring this up. It's going to say, be careful, your might's too low. This is what's current. This is what's recommended. You may want to go back, farm some other castles, things like that. So back to Act 2. So Act 1 is the tutorial. Act 2 is getting through all of these. And there's some cool things to do here as well. The first challenge, so here's a little bit of a tip. The first challenge comes in Act 3. When you take a look at the power levels for each one of these, right? So there's 5k right there, 7,500, right? So there's 2,000 more right there. Act 3, there's about 3,000. So the power, the might level difference between each one of these castles are within a few hundred or a couple thousand. However, when you get up to castle number 9, on Act 3 here, then the might level's at 33,900, and then the might level for castle number 10 is at 39,900. So there's a 7,000 might level difference there. And for a free-to-play player, that's something to mention as well. My goal here right now is really to go into this game and see how free-to-play friendly it is. So for the free-to-play player, this is going to be where your first roadblock is going to be getting through Castle 10 on Act 3 right here. So what I've been doing in order to get my might level up there is farming previous castles. Now, auto play is a really cool feature in this game that I enjoy because it allows me to save on some auto ticket, some of those auto win tickets, but not have to pay 100% attention to what's going on in the game. I can just put it on autoplay, and I'll show you that here in just a second. So we're going through the castles here. You can farm any one of these castles as much as you want. There's no specific requirement other than energy, right? Your energy, right now I'm 38 of 38. Once your energy is gone, obviously you can't do anything. It does refresh. I believe it's 1 point for every 11 minutes. However, when you get to these ones like castle number 3, 6, and 9 right here, you have those little graphics up in the upper right-hand corner of that castle. So down, number 3 and number 9, those are orbs. These are orbs for powering up your gear and your weapons. And then castle number 6, that's a rune. And then over here in Act 3, same thing. 3, 6, and 9. You got orbs on 3 and 9. And then you have another rune there in castle number 6. Now it says 1 of 1, 1 of 2, 2 of 4. So you can only farm. So if I farm castle 6, I'm going to farm castle 6 until I get that rune. Once I can no longer get that rune, that 1 of 1, then I go on to the next castle and I go ahead and do that. Then it's going to go ahead and reset the following day. I believe for me, so I'm in Seattle, and so I'm Pacific Standard Time, Pacific Daylight Time, whatever time of year it is. And I think it resets at 8 p.m. for me. So I'll go ahead and farm those until I can't farm those pieces anymore, and then I'll go ahead and do the same thing over here for Act 3. That's what I've been working on today. You don't automatically get those pieces on every one. Sometimes you get lucky and you can get those pieces fairly quickly. Other times you just got to keep running those. But that's not a bad thing either, because the more gear that you collect from these different things. So let's go into castle number 3 really quick. If I take a look at the potential loot right here, all those pieces down there at the bottom, it's going to allow me to do a lot of stuff with my gear that I wouldn't have access to previously because I didn't have all the gear. So as far as combining and promoting and leveling up my gear and everything, making it better, it's going to be a good thing in the long run because you can use all that extra stuff in order to make yourself more powerful. So farming definitely is a good thing in this game. I'm going to go ahead and show you Autorun and some tips with Autorun. Let's go ahead on one that I'm currently doing. So I've got 2 of 4 on castle number 3 right here. So let's go ahead and jump into here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and enter. Now, I could use the auto win ticket and do it that way and do it just a little bit quicker. But here, the auto win right up here at the top, this play type icon right there. Now, the way that Autorun works here is all it is this guy is just a muscle going from the start to finish. That's it. He's not going to go collect chests for you. He's not going to intentionally kill all your enemies or anything like that. So obviously you don't want to do this until you 3-star it, because you want to collect all that stuff when you first go in there anyway. Also, he's not going to use his skills and everything down here. So you can, if you want, use your skills to help him out. You can pay some, a little bit of attention while your dude's running through there. I can go ahead and just tap on my skills and use them. Also, if you wanted to just let him run through, but let's say that you see a chest that you want him to pick up, like that one back there, I could come back, do that, go through that, and then he picks right back up and then starts going towards the end of the floor. So you do have some control, and it does tell you once you unlock autoplay, it does tell you that you still maintain control, which is good because you can kind of control the flow of what's going on down there, right? So that's autoplay. It's coming very handy for me. I mean, also when I'm doing something else, I'll go ahead and I'll farm those castles and just do an autoplay. The lower levels, it's really easy because my might level is higher than what it really needs to be. So then it works through. Now here's something that's cool too. So you get free bonus loot. This doesn't come up every single time, but it does come up every now and then. And basically, it's to watch it's to watch an ad, right? So that you can then go ahead and unlock that. So you can go ahead and watch that ad for like 30 seconds. So we're gonna, I'm actually gonna go ahead and do that right now because I want this orb piece right here. But don't worry, we're not gonna watch the ad. I'll go ahead and edit that piece out. So just 1 second. All right, so we went ahead and watched the ad, and this is what we get here, is this orb right there, which is great. I'll go ahead and hit next, and then you can see now it says 3 of 4. and then I can go ahead and run through that again, get 4 of 4, and then I'll be done farming that castle, and then I'll do the 1 of 2. Now, once I get to a point where I have farmed these specific castles, and I can't get any more orbs or runes right now, and I still don't have enough power level, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and just auto run one of these castles just continuously until I run out of energy. Wait for my energy to refill, and then I'm going to do the same thing. And then what you're going to see is that your inventory looks a bit right here. So if you want to go to your inventory, you go to Forge. Your inventory is right there up at the top, and then you can see I've got 69 of 124. So I got plenty of farming that I can do, but you can see a lot of duplicates and things here. But again, those come into play when you want to promote, combine, things like that. That is going to be for a different video. All right, and there you go, everybody. That's what I had for you tonight. Just a quick video to go in-depth into adventure mode, hand out a few tips that I learned over the last couple days. This is the first mode, like I said, where you're going to spend quite a bit of time in. And there you go. So, as always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everyone, and we'll talk to you next time.